Buhari's media aide, he is called Lai Mohammed. Some people call him Liar Mohammed. And he once said that his grandchild once asked him, "Why do people call you a liar?" He's from Kwara State. Now, Reno Omokri, Femi Fani Kayode, and other Nigerians have reacted to what Lai Mohammed said. He said he was not aware of social media bill when he was being interviewed on one of these international media TV. He said he is not aware of the Protection for Internet Falsehood and Manipulations Bill, which is now known as Social Media Bill. You know, there was a lot of uproar when this bill came on, when they were trying to push for this bill in the Senate. They say 5 million, 500 million death sentence and blah, blah, blah. They say a lot of things. And the wife of Buhari came up to say, well, yes, I support the social media bill too, but they should look into it. It's not supposed to be death sentence. But a lot of Nigerians protested against this. That's to show you that the power of the people is also felt. So in an interview in London, DW team Sebastian pointed out that the bill has come as some draconian provisions in which journalists can be imprisoned for publishing content. Abba Jalingo and a lot of people are in jail now for speaking against their governor. Whenever you speak, now that's not to say these media personalities are also claimed. Sometimes they collect money from one politician to speak and write against another person. That's possible. Anyway, the governor claimed that he has helped Abba Jalingo for a while, and Abba Jalingo blah 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 did this and that to him, and now because I couldn't give him more money, he said this on national TV. Because I couldn't give him more money, Abba Jalingo decided to go online to use his pen to write against me. Well, whatever that is, I wouldn't know. But what we know is that journalists are being, imprisoned in Nigeria, and there are cases of journalists being killed too elsewhere. So in defense, when asked if he is against the bill or not, Lai Mohammed asked Tim Sebastian of DW London who the author of the bill is. He added that he is not aware of the bill. Tim Sebastian will wonder why a Minister of Information will not know if such bill exists, fired back by stating that the bill is causing an outcry internationally. Lai Mohammed, however, vehemently stated there is no such bill before the House. I can say that with relative authority. The bill is now known as a social media bill. This is posted online and everybody knows about it. So I don't know how he came up with not knowing what this bill is all about. Now, a lot of people, reacted to this, and I said Reno Omokri, and I'm going to take you guys to their tweet so we see what they all said as regards this response from Lai Mohammed as he lies from two sides of his mouth. Disgrace of the century. Watch Lai Mohammed lie to the world that there is no such bill as hate speech bill being sponsored by Deputy Chief Whip of the Senate, Senator Aliyu Abdullah. Is the man that was pushing for that bill, a bill that was featured on Channels TV, and we all saw it. Anyway, let's see what Reno Omokri tweeted. Here he tweeted, he said, disgrace of the century. He said, disgrace of the century. And he also quoted Channels TV, CNN and BBC. Say, watch Lai Mohammed lie to the world that there is no such bill as a hate speech bill being sponsored by Deputy Chief Whip of the Senate, Senator Aliyu Abdullah, a bill that he has featured on Channels TV, CNN and BBC. Now, when Nigerians came up with words such as, all right, let us give death sentence, like the way the Chinese do to corrupt politicians. All of them came up and said, no, we don't want that, because they know that they are criminals and they know that a lot of them will be killed and jailed. Now, let us quickly see this. It said, in their current form, these social media bills contain vague and imprecise provisions with extremely harsh penalties that violate international law and are likely to be used to gag the media. That is what Arnold Frogger, Reporters Without Borders, 6 December 2019, said. Now, let's go. Femi Fani Kayode said, Lai Mohammed is the biggest liar in the history of Nigeria politics, and he should have thought twice before attempting to go toe-to-toe with Tim Sebastian of Art Talk fame, who, in my view, is the toughest, most incisive, most insightful, and most brilliant interviewer of his generation. Now, he went further. He said, Tim, as usual, has done his research very well, and he took the liar, Lai Mohammed, that's what they call him, liar, to the cleaners and had him stammering like a kindergarten student. Next time, Lai will remain in his very low league and not attempt to cross swords on international television with a well-informed. Now, I'm going to leave that. Now, let's see what Nigerians are saying. Now, someone here says the reason Lai Mohammed denied that bill is because they know the bill is a shameless bill made for shameless men with fragile egos. They can threaten Nigerians with that bill, but abroad, airbags, air being okay, but abroad, air being clarity. So, okay, I think that person made a mistake there. Another person say, if the devil is the father of lies, Lai Mohammed is the first son. If the devil is the author of lies, Lai Mohammed is the publisher. When Lai Mohammed lies, he is only speaking his native language. And then I want to say how the devil looks at Lai Mohammed unbelievably. And the man knows how to pour out the stuff. And I want to say, as old as you are, you will never change. And that is Lai Mohammed. So when you say, in my entire existence, I've never seen a pathological liar like Lai Mohammed. I can perceive his mouth odor right here. When you give birth, it's always important to give your babies good names. How can you name someone Lai? He grew up to be a liar. That is what this person is saying here. Another person says here, Lai Mohammed tried to lie way out as usual and cover up genocide committed against IPOB and Shia civilians by the military. One thing Lai forgot is the ICC never forgets. They have enough dossier on Buhari regime, enough to put him away in time. Being unaware won't save you. Another person say, watch. Information Minister Lai Mohammed tells DW is unaware of a bill that seeks to regulate comments on social media. Not only does that bill exist, it's sponsored by Senator, of course, this is his Twitter handle, Mosh Sani Musa, and has passed through second reading at NGRS Senate. And I will say, Lai Mohammed is a lying machine. I fall back for him. Anyalogu. All right, now let's leave that. Another person says, Lai Mohammed and the gang usually get away with anything when facing Nigerian press. And I will say this is a video of our own Minister of Information, Mr. Lai Mohammed, denying expressly and unequivocally any knowledge of the hate speech bill and that anti-internet bill. This is the same man that came on live television to say that nothing will stop those bills. Yes, he said it actually. In fact, he's also pushing for this hate speech bill and all of that. Another person says, shame on you. Buhari minister at it again. Imagine the Minister of Information and Culture dishing out lies with reckless abandon. He has no regard for posterity, disgracing Nigeria before international community. Lai Mohammed, repent for posterity's sake. And I hope he listens to that and he can actually repent. And I think before he repents, Nigeria would have already been dissolved. And I want to say, I have told these English people to stop using ambiguous words when speaking with our politicians. Local man is feigning ignorance. Should have said about the social media and hate speech. Lie, tell us about it. And then maybe he would have said a lot about it rather than, him being questioned about the hate speech. So guys, what's your own opinion as regards this that Lai Mohammed is coming up with, saying he has never heard, never heard of it? It's like it's a strange thing. And how come Buhari is surrounded by sycophants, surrounded by groups of people that I don't know, they make a mockery? It's like this administration is making a mockery. Yes, I understand that the secretary, the media aide to the president needs to shine the image of the country and of course shine the image of the president. But then there are certain things that they do, and eventually when it comes up, he could have said, yes, the bill was brought up at the Senate, but then anything could be brought up at the Senate, but it wasn't allowed to pass because that is not what we need in Nigeria. Yes, other countries, they regulate speech and all of that. Yes, in Europe, they do all of that too, but not at this level, not at this point. We have to consider certain punitive measures that are already being pushed by one person in the Senate, blah, blah, blah. He should have said stuff like that. Rather, he said, I have blah, blah. He should have said stuff like that. Rather, he said, I have never heard of any of this. In fact, he said, I am not aware. He doesn't know. It's a very funny thing right there. So guys, what's your own opinion as regards this? Let us know in the comment section below. And while you're at that, if you're not a member of this channel, let us grow it together, and you can do so by simply tapping on the subscription button and the red notification icon bell below. It will alert you whenever our videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.